There are many different comfort zones that skiers can develop. There's inbounds, corduroy, skiing fast on slopes, enjoying that kind of terrain. They're the people who want to, ski wide open slopes. There's some of the other people who want to go and ski gullies. These are all kind of different games that you can play. The comfort of skiing in a ski resort with lifts, prepared and safe pistes, warming huts, is what many people love, and that is often just good enough. I mean, I'm still going to a ski resort. If the weather is good, if there's good snow to be had in the ski resort, I totally love skiing in a ski resort. For me, I learned a lot of skiing. Most of my skiing for the first, 10 years was all on-piste. And it was only very slowly that I developed the confidence to go off-piste skiing. Moving from skiing, on-piste skiing, into this kind of terrain, it becomes a slightly different game. And with it, you need to develop new sets of skills like mountaineering skills, ski touring and navigation skills, so that you can develop a new comfort zone. While there are these new risks that you now have to engage with and deal with and learn about, they also bring about sort of a different kind of freedom.
There's a kind of spectacular beauty in going out there and freeing yourself in that way. And I think that's a really distinctive kind of experience to have. In virtue of having that experience, you learn enough about what it's like to have the ability to really value it. But when you actually go and have the experience, it's so powerful.
Bam! Oh man, that was so good!
In the climbing world, people sometimes talk about the distinction between type 1 fun and type 2 fun. Type 1 fun is actual fun, when it's a lot of fun while you're actually engaging in the ski or in the climb. When the conditions are really, really good, all you want to have is type 1 fun, because you make the most out of perfect conditions. And it's just amazing to ski powder. Powder in Scotland is so rare. You really want to make the most of it.
Find it sleeping in its nest before it wakes up. Touch it gently, you want it feeling completely calm. So you can hold it in your palm and help it grow just like it was born to be. Come, 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 come. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Steep skiing is a form of type 2 fun. Type 2 fun is the kind of fun that actually while you're doing it, you're kind of way too scared to really enjoy it. But looking back, it was a lot of fun. There is some trepidation, there are some concerns at the top. There's this kind of element of uncertainty. Can you do it? Is this the right thing to do? Are these the right kind of conditions? Top, and the very first turns you have to make are quite possibly the steepest and most dangerous turns. So you're not warmed up, you haven't been on skis maybe even for a week, and there you are standing on top of this gully, and you've got to decide whether you want to commit to it or not. or generally if I'm skiing steep stuff, I don't really want to worry about falling. You can't worry about falling. In 45 degrees terrain, if you slip, something bad can happen and will happen to you. So the option of falling is not really an option. That shouldn't be and can't be at the forefront of your mind.
Jesus, he's got to hug this, eh? Whoa! Woo! Nice! Yeah! Whoa!
A misunderstanding to characterize somebody who appreciates the beauty and amazing nature of kind of really getting out there, either by skiing in very dramatic locales where there's lots of danger involved, which I understand that, but it's also beautiful and intense and physically demanding and wonderful. That if you haven't actually gone out there and done that, then maybe you just don't have the ability to appreciate what that's like enough to really understand why someone else values it the way that they do. And just characterizing it as being an adrenaline junkie or being kind of crazy or loving risk or wanting to risk some kind of death wish is really a misunderstanding. It's kind of a misunderstanding about how human psychology works. And we all tend to think that everyone else is kind of like us in some ways and we can understand them just by kind of knowing something about them. But I think that's often a mistake. It's the human brain and the human mind is very complex, and we need to kind of appreciate and respect that there can be ways that people understand and value things that are just different from how we can see and value them.
It's not as if I felt that I've become more and more risk-seeking. Quite the opposite. I think I feel like my comfort zone has become wider and wider and wider, and I've started to feel more comfortable in this kind of unknown terrain, such that I can take certain risks that for other people might seem exceptionally risky, but I'd like to think these are in my comfort zone.
Oh! Yeah! That was awesome! That was awesome! Oh! Oh!
I guess the greatest days are the ones where you just sort of getting to the limit of your comfort zone. Just sort of realize, oh, actually I can do this while not be too scared, not be too worried about these kind of things. To my mind, I just feel very lucky to have found something, like skiing, that fulfills me and just makes me really happy. And where I do think that the risks are actually worth it, because I'm just really happy whenever I go skiing off-piste.
good. Probably has to be the end of the season, eh?
Running just as fast as I can. Gotta hit the ground running. Running just as fast as I can. Well, I know you say you're sorry and that you do right, but babe, who do you take me for? Yes, I see you crying, but before those tears are drying, baby, I'm headed for that door. Gonna hit the ground running.